Okay, my name is Elisha Lamy, and I will be telling you today about someone who has positively impacted my life and many other people. Introduction. People seldom do what they believe in and do what is convenient for them, and then they repent. That is by Bob Dylan, is a quote he said. I've listened to Bob Dylan for quite some time, and I've fallen in love with his music, especially his impactful lyrics. Bob Dylan has been a very meaningful effect on not only my life, but on countless others as well. Background. First, let's look at his upbringings and life accomplishments. He was born as Robert Zimmerman in Duluth, Minnesota on May 24th, 1941. He developed an early interest in music. He started listening to Jerry Lee Lewis, Johnny Cash, and people like that, Elvis, when he was a young boy. When he was in college, he played at local coffee shops, and there he adopted the name Bob Dylan as his stage name, homage to his favorite poet, Dylan Thomas. He began getting noticed by the rest of the world when his second album came out, The Free Will of Bob Dylan. One of his probably his most famous song, Blowing in the Wind, was on that album, and it really hit off with the teenagers at the time. It was released a year after his debut, so this was in 1963. He was a prominent figure during the Civil Rights Movement, and on this album especially, there are several protest songs. He won a Nobel Peace Prize in 2016. He's still releasing music to this day. His last album that he released was called Shadow Kingdom. It was released in June of 2023, and he's still on tour as well. He will be in Houston this April. He's 82 and he's still going on tour. That's the name of his tour, Rough and Rowdy Ways Tour. Okay. Despite criticism that Dylan has received for personal or artistic reasons, he has remained steadfast in his artistic vision. In July 29th of 1966, he got in a motorcycle accident that put him in critical condition, and it put a strain on his music and his personal well-being. It caused him to disappear from the public eye for a very long time. However, he did come back in 1973 and started publishing music again. And I feel like that's a testimony to keep pushing. Words for Change. Dylan performed an original protest song called Only a Pawn in the Game at the 1963 March on Washington. This is the same protest that Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. gave his famous I Have a Dream speech at. Over the years, he's created numerous protest songs that would spark change in the hearts of millions. Creativity. Bob Dylan is mostly known for his folk music, and rightfully so. However, he has had a track record for expanding his music across genres. He's explored genres like folk, rock, country, blues, gospel, and even jazz throughout his career. In 1965, Dylan went electric, as I say, at the Newport Folk Festival. He traded his acoustic guitar for an electric Fender Stratocaster and received waves of boos and shouts to his entire set. At the time, no one really liked it, but as he kept doing it, people started to like it more. I think it was a vital moment in music history. It kind of showed you can do multiple things, you don't have to stick to one thing. After this, he put out 3 rock albums, Bringing It All Back Home in 1965, Highway 61 Revisited in 1965, and Blonde on Blonde in 1966. And this kind of put him in a rock and roll era. Conclusion. If I lived my life by what others were thinking, the heart inside of me would have died, Bob Dylan said. His words, music, social justice, and cultural impact will certainly live on for as long as humans continue to exist.